I've just completed the install of a OutEquip Pro rooftop AC on a Vanagon. It's a 1984 that I've been working at restoring. Make a video on that later, but since this is still fresh in my mind, some people were asking how to get this done. So maybe to show you. So once you start off with the cap, the way we decided to do it is we found the middle of the cap. So we measured from both corners and we found exactly the middle of it. You have to stay away from this edge where the pop-top seals on the cap. So we just randomly decided a 1/4 inch from that line. Then we established the middle and marked that. So this is kind of like what it looks like. And from that point on, they give you the measurement from the edge of the unit to the beginning of the hole, which is 365 millimeters. So I then also made myself the cutout opening. So I chose the smaller size that they offer you can do, which is 14 1/4 by 10 1/4. So once you have middle and you have a line down it, you measure from your beginning 365 millimeters, you make a line, and then since this wouldn't fit here because you're using essentially the cap as your template to transfer on the roof, so I just open up a clean line, this one being the important one, and took the cap back on the van. So I'll show you this. So with a helper, you reinstall the unit on the roof, and now your cap becomes your template. You essentially make your line, take the cap back off, and then install this correctly on the roof, which ultimately then you can use that to cut. So you'll see some videos that they use a snipper, an electric snipper, to cut the sheet metal. What I had was a grinder. So a grinder makes sparks. So what I had afterwards is just some random wooden box. So I used the box to protect the inside of the van. So I'll show pictures after, but I had the box going up. I have this arm here that would hold it up, and I actually put water inside the box and then cut around all the sparks that are being contained. So the other thing that I find they don't really show well in videos is once you're gonna cut the roof up, the roof will be fine, but once you actually put weight on it, it does stag. I would say almost a good inch. And so I have this temporary support here right now. So see, it's the angle is perfect now. And so I'll make another video of this, but I want to make a metal reinforcement. So I'm going to put a flat bar piece of steel that's going to be bolted down on the vertical section, and I'll reinforce the edges. So that's going to give the strain back to the roof and actually sandwich it in between here. And that should do it. So I'll show you another update on the video of that. And then the other thing I can maybe show you is, in order to cut the fiberglass, so I just use a normal cutoff disc. I actually shaped it with a flap wheel, which works really great. Just take your time. And to give you also another reference, these used to be, I actually flipped them, so the hole was essentially right here, so I just unbolted it, just flipped it around. I actually just put some new holes back, and I'm gonna leave them. I have them anyways. And another reference, and it is done by hand. So like right now I'm about 4.5 inches from where the hole is, and this one's a bit more, I believe. Yeah, that one's 5. Again, this was shaped just by hand. So, but it gives you a reference. And also the cut is around where the second rib is. Same thing on this side. You see, we were kind of a bit off. Ultimately, once on the van, you don't see it. I did have to cut into this, which I'll remove, and I'll probably just have another one made just a bit smaller. And yeah, that should pretty much get you there. So yeah, establish middle, 90 degrees down, cut a bit of an opening, put the cap back on, establish where your square is, and then cut. And then this is just, so in order to make this hole, once once you have the template on the van done, then you actually open this up, then you set the unit on it. You make sure that it's well, at that point it can't move because you've got your reference, which is middle here and there, so that's what you're putting it with. To give you that reference, it's the screw holes on the unit. So this is what you're referencing off of, these screws here. So you just can't go wrong. Once you drop it down, everything just lines up. And then you just trim your fiberglass to it afterwards, and you're done.